Gemini, hello. Welcome back to Take Charge Tarot. I'm Dr. Tarot, and we are looking at your person right now. So that is either you're with them, or you're not with them, or you were with them, or you're wanting to be with them. So however you define your person. And even though I am going to probably date this video, my personal opinion on all videos is when you see them is when they're relevant. That's just the nature of this thing, right? It's energy, and energy knows no time and no space. So I'll just plant that little seed in your mind and you do with it what you will. So let's get started using the Romance Tarot for you today. A romance deck, I should say, but it's called Romance Tarot. So, and let's just do a little, haven't used this deck in a long time, so I'm really excited to get my hands back on it. I shuffled it already and gave it some love. Spirits, guides, ancestors, please deliver to Gemini exactly what they need to know. And remember, these readings are general. If it doesn't resonate, of course, look at your other planetary placements. Even though this is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and all planetary placements, I usually say through about Saturn. I think past Saturn, we get into generational stuff. So, but hey, if your Neptune's in Gemini and this resonates, welcome. Glad to have you, Gemini fam. Okay, I guess these are the first two cards. Whoa, okay. And I'll hold the cards up and tell you what I see or what they look like. It's late, guys. Woo, too many cards, too many cards. Okay, Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. What does Gemini need to know? Okay, cards are slippery. All right. About their person. Okay, all right. I think that's it. That was quick. That doesn't always go so quickly. Just want to show you the backs of these cards. Isn't that cute? Roses. All right, so we've got 5 of coins. So this is what let me just flip them all over and then we can look at them together. Great. So this is what your person is feeling. 5 of coins or pentacles. Hopefully you can see that. This is what your person is thinking. And this is 2 of swords. This is a deck that's it's its own thing. And that's why it's kind of cool in a way. It's definitely not, I wouldn't say it's Rider Waite based. I don't think it's anything based. I think it's its own thing. This is what your person is doing at the moment. This is what your person is answering the question, are they thinking about you? This is what is it if they are thinking about you, which they are. What is it about you that they're thinking of? And this is the Lover's card, so we'll just leave that right there. And then finally, are they making a move soon? Such a weird deck, right? 9 of Cups. But this whole deck is cool. It's very much for love and romance, so that's why we're using it. And let's take this journey. So right off the bat, I see we've got 2 major arcana, which out of 6 is about a third, which is kind of about on par, maybe a little bit more percentage wise than the actual how much is in the deck. Just trying to get an overall here. Yeah, I'm getting the feeling, okay, so this may not resonate for everybody, but I'm definitely getting the feeling that this was a breakup. We're looking at a breakup here. So this isn't someone that you're just looking at. This feels like, I feel like I'm talking to people who have already had some kind of, so this isn't like your crush that you're curious about. This is someone that you've definitely, you've already been connected to. You know, there's already been like a split, maybe a getting back together, or you've been in it for a while. I think I'm talking to those folks. If it is not, well, let's get into the reading and see what we get, because sometimes things develop. All right, so looking at how they're feeling. Now, this is interesting because this is typically the card of lack and feeling left out. So for the energy of the card, you want to really focus on the people in the back. So this is someone who's feeling like, you know, they're not getting the girl, they're not having the good time. They're at a pub, so I wouldn't I'm going to extrapolate that this is not the person's girlfriend, but this is, a lady who is there they're just having fun. Whether she's a sex worker of the time or not, it's not really a relevant point. But it does appear, especially given like kind of the mores of the time, they're just having a good time, right? Happy, just woohoo, let's party it up. And these guys in the back, they look pretty sorry. They're not colorful. So that is very much across the board on decks, the energy of the Five of Pentacles. But they're feeling like they miss you. And I just got the holidays in my head. So regardless of, I'm speaking to all faiths and all cultures, meaning that if there is a holiday, it doesn't matter whether it's Christmas or Hanukkah or any other holiday. If in your culture this is a holiday time, it's especially sort of difficult. Your person is feeling just kind of alone, but not alone like I am alone and I am in my space. They're feeling a sense of lack, which is again what tells me that there was some kind of like everyday interaction with this person. Two of Swords, what they're thinking. They're really going, what I like about it is it's thinking, and it is the element of thinking. So the Two Swords, and if you look at the heart, typically this is a person and their eyes are covered. Their eyes are covered because they are looking within. So they are taking a moment to basically pay attention to what's going on with me, what's going on with my headspace, what's really happening. And those swords, often people think, oh, I'm cut off. This is a boundary, don't come in. It isn't. My understanding of the card and the way I have been taught, it's not quite that, but rather it's a time in which they are, I like to think of this, here, let me see if there's a moon in here. There isn't, but I think of Two of Swords often as kind of like High Priestess light. So the swords are there almost like in a holy, swords are used for fighting, right? But when they're hung on a wall like this, it's more of a picture of pride. It's more of it has a completely different feel to it. It's not spearing a heart. It is just holding steady in a sort of sacred space. There is a sense of calm, and there is a looking inward to see, to acknowledge, to pay attention to understand what's really going on in there. So what they're doing, well, this is interesting. It says this is the Death card. They're doing a couple of things here. They are acknowledging that the relationship that you had is no longer. And that's not an entirely bad thing, especially as I look at sort of where they're going. It seems like there was just some bullshit. There was some toxicity, maybe. I'm not seeing like, restraining orders and court order to get away from me. I'm not seeing violence. I'm not seeing that in much intensity, but I am seeing two people that just maybe were not ready for the depth of the connection. Totally normal human stuff, right? We're not always ready for what we get, and can be unfortunate, but we can have other opportunities. So definitely this relationship has this person. What's kind of cool is I see you guys as equals. So I'm not getting the feeling like one of you is more mature than the other, or that one of you is more emotionally developed. I don't see an imbalance. I see that you both are equally kind of responsible, which I guess is technically the truth. We're all equally responsible for relationships, but sometimes there's just an imbalance, and I don't see that here. I see that there was sort of I'm getting that you guys kind of got together. I'm no judgment here, but like in a party type situation, you got together in a festive sort of woo, like not lots of talking, not like maybe a dating app where you like talk and get to know each other. But it was one of those attraction things, and maybe you fooled around a little bit. And then, oh my gosh, you actually like each other, you know? So I'm kind of seeing that sort of a thing. If that's not your story, then that's not for you. But for some of you, I'm seeing that it kind of got deep and you both didn't expect it to. You didn't see that coming. Interestingly, are they thinking about you? And the answer is yes. Not only are they thinking about you, let me get a quick read here. Okay, don't take this the wrong way, but they don't feel like you're gone. Which in this instance, so normally that would be like, I know they're there. I know I can call them whenever I want. Talking about you, Gemini. So I know I can call Gemini and Gemini's just going to come running back to me. It's not like that. They have a sense that they are, I'm holding this up because it's hard to see. Four of Cups is typically kind of like dissatisfaction, or she's getting an offer. This person's coming up and giving her an offer, like handing her a cup. And she's like, I don't know. So in this instance, this is like your person imagining, I could go and give him an offer. I know that Gemini's there. Am I going to Gemini? I don't know. I feel, sorry, this is a very strange thing to say in the middle of a reading, but I'll start saying it at the beginning, that my reading for people is like not gender specific, not sexual orientation specific. And I don't even think those categories are workable any longer. So even to say gender, I'm not talking about two. However you identify and however you identify the manner in which you express love, and you are in a love relationship. So the fact that there's a man and a woman in here has absolutely no bearing on the reality of your situation. Unfortunately, it's a heteronormative world, and a lot of these cards do have these. And it's a period too. I take into consideration that this is a time period, so it's kind of it's being cutesy. I don't think that it's trying to be queer unfriendly. Anyway, enough about that. But something in my guidance kind of told me to just say that out loud. So they're, are they thinking about you? Yes. And it kind of makes them feel good that they know that they can reach out to you and that there's potential that you'll speak to them. That's not a bad thing. So what I'm kind of trying to say, if I haven't already said it or made it clear, this isn't, they're there for me. I did say this already. I'll say it again. I don't care. Gemini's there. I can call Gemini whenever I want. It's like, no, they're not that arrogant or pompous. Again, if your person is arrogant, then maybe I'm not talking to you or about your situation. But this person is like, they're not an asshole, to be perfectly honest. They're not an asshole. They're not perfect. They're not devoid of responsibility in this situation, but they're just, I think it gives them a certain amount of comfort to know that you're not completely out of the picture and you have not written them off. Now, what is it they're thinking about? Well, it doesn't get much more clear than this. They sparked in you, or you sparked in them. I would say both ways, actually. Definitely, I think, again, there's a lot of mutuality going on here. I feel like this is not, if you're a person, Gemini, if you're watching this and you're like, mutuality, no, thank you. My person, I gave and gave and gave. I'm not talking to you then. This is not your relationship. Of course, go see your other planetary placements. Whoever I'm talking to here you guys were equals. There was there was just a level. You were at the same level. And in that same vein, because you were sort of at the same level, they got like, whoa, almost like and I don't know about age, if I'm talking to someone that's on the young end, like if you're, I don't know, in your 20s somewhere, this is like first loves for you. Or I also feel like I'm talking to someone like older, 50s, 60s, 70s, maybe, who hasn't been, you haven't been in a relationship in a while. So this was kind of maybe getting your feet wet again. But I think you were both surprised at the intensity of the connection. Just like, wow. I mean, you got the Lover's card. The Lover's card. It means a lot of different things. But I think there's no mistaking that in this particular interpretation of this card, we can say it is of a romantic nature. It's not always a romantic nature with lovers, but it is here. And I think you both got like, you got sideswiped. You both were just, you know, you met each other. It was fun. You're cute. You're cute. You were cute. Let's be cute together. And then like something happened. And are they going to make a move? So that's what's interesting. So we've got a 9 of Cups here. Now, this person does not look happy. The person behind them looks, I don't know. He looks, I'm just going to give him the pronoun he. He looks a little not cool. But what is happening here? Hold on, there's something I'm seeing. I'm being called to see something here. What is my... Yeah, so I'm not comfortable with this face. This face is throwing off my kind of... It's... I keep hearing she's not having it. There is a confusion. So 9 of Cups is typically called the wish fulfillment card. That's not quite what it is here. What is happening in my estimation for both of you? You're just both not sure. You're both kind of gun shy. So it's like, are they coming for you? Man, they want to so badly. They really do. But they're afraid that you're going to be like, not afraid to call you. They're not afraid to make contact. They're afraid of what might happen, pursuit. Again, it's weird, right? Because it's cups. For those of you who, you know, have some familiarity with tarot or you read tarot on your own, this is a very interesting iteration of 9 of Cups. But there is almost like this sense of like, I've got all my cups here. There is abundance. It's undeniable. And at the same time, do I really want this? Is this too much? Is he too much? Am I just, what's happening? So anyway, what I'm trying to say is, are they coming for an offer? Everything like screams yes. And they want, it's sort of like a conflict between what they want it to be like and then what it actually feels like. And there is a, man, I mean, we could do this, right? We could do this. And then they're like, as soon as they kind of like really get close to thinking it through, I don't know, but we kept fighting all the time and we kept, what the hell? Yeah, we had chemistry for days, but there was this thing and there was that thing. And it's those things, almost like whatever the things are, fighting. I'm getting makeup sex was great. That's not for everybody, but that's what, you know, I'm being told. So I'm going to say it. Yeah, almost like it was always a party. And by party, I don't mean like super, super fun all the time. Just like, there was no like settling. There was no getting like quiet with each other. And it had everything to do with the two of you. It had everything to do with not because the circumstances weren't like that. The two of you were just immature. I know it's a weird thing to say, especially if you're like in your 50s and 60s and you're like, what are you talking about? I may not be talking to you, but like I am talking to a rather large age contingent. So those are your cards. That is your reading, Gemini. It's a very interesting, I was going to say strange, but it's unlike any other reading of this nature that I've done, meaning, it seems like, I mean, now this is human person talking, not guides and giving you my guidance. It almost seems like how awesome that you guys were able to have so much fun, because I'm definitely getting that there was a lot of fun. But it got deep and everybody freaked out. On that lovely note, please write in the comments if any of this resonates or what am I even saying? Because I'm like, this message is strange to me. But it's got to be for somebody. So if it was for you and it resonates and you're like, girl, let me tell you, please share or give me emojis or whatever you want. And of course, subscribe and like the video. That's always nice too. But only if you feel so moved. Thank you for the honor of reading for you, Gemini. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Probably next week. I'm going to try to do these as weeklies. Take care.